times I get busy on my storytelling channel, and life just happens, right? So anyway, please like and subscribe, right? So if you want me cover, I try to cover these bigger auctions that got the best things that I see, where Joe Average can come in and try and buy, make, flip, hustle, make a little money, right? Because we all have, how many Americans have a side hustle, right? So that's where I come in, because I've been a consumer reseller, man, 10, 12 years now. I've been messing with stuff, and learned a lot, and a lot the hard way. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm not your Joe millionaire here. I'm not. I wished I was. Trust me. I'd be telling you how great I've done, but I'm also telling you how bad I've done it in a lot of things. So trust me, I got your back on this, right? I don't want nobody here losing money, but hey, it's an auction. So guess what? You're gonna lose some money here. You're gonna have hits and misses, right? All right. So just some sites. I get these things on my Facebook page, and I'll pull them up to see what they're about. And if I like them, I'm gonna take and add them in and talk about them. All right. So this one here is Skipco. They are out of somewhere here in Ohio, and so you have to be so they offer public auctions, but there it's basically it's like a bar at night, and when it's 3:30 and they've done cut beer off a half hour. That's what your public auctions are. They don't reserve a whole lot for the public, okay? So if you've got a friend that's a dealer, then you can go in under the dealer's license and buy. Now you're gonna have to work some details out with your buddy, and make a few friend payments, I'm sure, because there's a lot of fees, and there's some fees involved. And but it's a way to do it. I've been involved in this a couple times. But I'll warn you, you got to go check your vehicles out. And I know, so let me just give you a quick rundown here. So when you buy through a car auction, they have different levels, and I'm not the expert here on this stuff, but um, don't what they put down, if they tell you it's bad, they can be right and wrong. There's some guys that show this stuff, how the car dealer didn't know, because uh or the auction house, they didn't they didn't know this, right? It wouldn't start. So they said, "Oh, it's a bad engine," right? Well, they've only got a couple little things, and they've got limited time. So it's your job to go check it out. Get off your butt. Go buy you a nice code reader. Go up there. Get a mechanic friend that maybe he ain't going to go, but maybe you can call him. Okay, and say, "Hey, man, this car is showing this code," uh, and they'll kind of go, "Well, they say this," and if he really knows that car model, they'll be like, "Well, man, a lot of times this can throw the code and that can throw the code." So there's various things in there that can happen to you. And so just call them up and hey, look, well, what do you think it can run? Well, man, it can run anywhere. It could be a 2-minute fix to a $2,000 job. So be be cognizant of your situation here, and have a mechanic friend available, at least to call, and before you go bidding. All right. So with that, I'm gonna wish you good luck. Right. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so maybe we'll just stick with these new auctions here. My next one here is Ford Brothers Inc.com, and they are, I think they're out of, I don't know. They're somewhere around here, Cincinnati area. Um, so let's see what they got. Okay. So this is an estate sale in Berea, Kentucky, um, Belton, Missouri, Bardstown, Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Uh, Where are these guys at? Contact. 606. So these guys look like they're out of Lexington. Um, if you're gonna do the when you see this auctioneer, uh, basically, you're oh crap! Now I done lost my page. Ha ha ha! No, where are we at here? Okay, here we go. When you see the word auctioneer, those guys have went to school and they've gotten their license and they're alive. I thought about it, but I don't feel like going all now. That ain't for me. I'd have to pause and go $50, $60. Anyway, they got a nice staff. They got 606 area code, so I'm guessing these guys. Oh, there's a whole crap ton of them. Um, out of Somerset, Kentucky. Okay, so they're further south. But it looks like looks like they got a nice variety of auctions coming up here. Um, if you're into the guns, here's some guns. May 6th, 2 to 6. Man, that's a nice truck. Um, what we got? We got some property. Nancy, Kentucky, we've got some property. Knives, personal property auction, Somerset. So if you're in the Kentucky area, Kentucky, Tennessee, there you go. Okay, so here's a city auction, I'm guessing. Uh, Absolute auction, Monticello, Kentucky. Personal property, Ford Brothers Farm Machinery. Okay, I got you there. It's these dealers collect a bit. They didn't make money on it, and they just need to free up capital, right? So, I'm curious. This starts at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'm not going to be available tomorrow, 12 to 6 here. Um, Carriage hearse. Okay, that's a weird one. Um, I'm not really interested in that, but okay. Um, Wait a minute. Where are you at here? All right, let's see here. Here's what we got. Okay, we got a Suburban here or a Yukon. It's at 5 grand almost. Grand piano. Okay, it looks like the wagon for the hearse thing, I guess. I don't know. Uh yeah, okay. We're okay, coffins. Ooh. That's some nice coffins if that's what you're into. So I'm definitely gonna say funeral home. Definitely gonna say funeral home. Okay. I'm not interested in that, folks. The vehicle would be nice, but and I'm gonna bet it's a good vehicle. I bet they took really good care of it. Um, you know, we'll I don't know. I may be able to come back to them. Okay, what we got here? Business liquidation auctions. Now I'm gonna tell you this. They came up on my Facebook feed uh in two different under two different names. And of course, a lot of companies do that. They buy the domains and then they just transfer you in. Um they got three auctions up here. Biscuit and Hogs. Okay. Uh consignment and consignment. Okay, so there's nothing to watch here. I um They don't even tell nothing about nothing. So I'm okay. They're out of Nampa, Idaho. Um, Home Depot B stock auction. I don't get that. That don't make sense. It looks like they're no. Anyway, yeah, I'm not impressed with them. So I'm gonna give businessliquidators.com a thumbs down. All right. Their website's not that helpful, and they've got I understand they got to get stuff done. Um, I'm not interested, so thank you. Uh, okay, where are we at here? We did Ford. I'd like to come back and check them out. Okay, so um, I got a thing on my, again, my Facebook page, and it said Magic Gavel Auctions, and this is what I get. Um, I'm gonna take out the S and see what happens there. Magic Gavel Auctions, you guys suck. Okay, get your crap together. All right. I can say, hey, I'm not in the auction business, so I can let's see what this is their Facebook page. They've got an that's what I clicked their link, right? So um I don't I don't get it. Um don't get it. Opening soon. Well, all right, people. I mean, you're posting crap on here. Don't. I'm gonna tell you something, people. When you got a stupid auction page, don't be reposting stuff, right? Especially non-auction related. A tip about wrapping a champagne bottle. I mean, are you? Come on, are you stupid? Now here's Thomas Galbo. Um, I mean, I hate to just run you down, but tomorrow's auctions. Well, how do I find the stupid auctions, people? Right? I mean, I got no, wait a minute. You're telling me I got a call because you're saying auctions May 3rd. That means your website doesn't work, people. It doesn't work. Okay, get this through your little thick head, right? And you're reposting stuff. Okay, so yeah, you oh, here you go. Inaugural. Okay. And boy, you got so much in there. You gotta zoom in to read. It says this event is not endorsed by any local auction business. Okay. Snacks and drinks for purchase preview. Uh oh God. All this non-auction stuff on your auction Facebook page. You don't even have a website, people. Jesus. And I'm gonna make a special clip out of it. I hate to bash you guys, but you just you suck. um okay, okay, let's okay, I'm gonna rag on them for a second here. Now, you posted this butcher block that that was for auction. Now you're saying it's not. You know what? It was entered in air. That means you mistakenly drug it all the way in, listed it. Now you're taking it down. It's up and it's got a stainless steel top on it. So it's, you know, how did you, yeah, we accidentally drove to California, right? Oh Lord, I'm gonna tell you what, gavel magic gavel auctions is nothing but a dumpster fire. Uh, jute cord. Oh God, honestly, it looks like they just went around and bought anything they could get because they want to do this auction business. I'm tell you what, bad deal, people. Um, this is this is the ultimate in um ignorance, right? I mean, I'm telling you, I've been there. I understand you got to go for it in business. Okay, even if you're not prepared, you still got to get out there and beg people to come back and apologize like crazy that you don't have things perfect. I trust me, I've done this, and it's very humbling, okay, to say the least. But at the end of the day, people get a bargain, and then when they're mad at you, but they'll go home and be happy, right? And then, oh, I got a good deal. I'm going to come back. Right now, where am I going to? You had one auction, and that was it, right? Please explain to people. We will run auctions. Just put out a date 3 months out and say our next auction is here. Stay tuned. But for God's sake, you ain't got no following. You know, have a website that works. This is this is absolute junk. All right. So I'm gonna save this because I'm gonna make a couple shorts out of this video. Uh, this is just this is horrendous, people. Let me tell you, this is absolutely not the way to go into business. If you want to understand, let me tell you something, folks. If you're looking at getting into the auction business, I can give you a lot of hints on what not to do. Okay. You might want to go to talk to somebody else to find what to do. And I can tell you to what not. Because let me tell you, I've screwed up this a lot of things. Okay. So I do have that experience, unfortunately. But you know, um, you know what you know when you know it. Okay, great. They're using a diaper to wrap this stupid thing. 2 diapers. Like, ah. Anyway, I gotta get off these people. They're gonna kill me here. Okay. Skybrook Auctions. Tennessee. They got current auctions. You got a Mother's Day auction. Clinton, Tennessee. 300 lots. Uh, I I don't know. I mean, they brought everything into a showroom, so I don't get it. This is not. I hate to say this. This is another looks like another BS auction company. All right. Let me explain this to you. Okay. When you go on an auction site as a customer, right? When you go on an auction site, you let me stop sharing. So when you go on an auction site, you want to see what you're going to see. Okay, you're looking at possibly spending some money, right? And what you're getting lied to. Okay, I don't. It doesn't say what this auction is. It just says Mother's Day auction. Okay. So I'm not sure. Um, so many gifts for my mom. Okay, so it's a Mother's Day auction. You know, the problem is there's like a bunch of cheapy stuff, and then there's like uh trinket stuff. Okay. And you end up getting suckered. Let me tell you something what happens on this crap. And I'm still you still get played, even on my side of the business. You still get played, right? You go buy something from somebody, and so you're committed for $1, for $2, for $5, let's say $10, okay? And then it comes time to go pick it up, and then you realize, wait a minute, I've got to drive 30 minutes each way for a $10 purchase. Now, if it was a $500 item, that's a different story. But when you pay $10 for $30 worth of stuff, now you sit there and go, do I really want to go get it? Right? That is what you do. You stop and go, uh, and now it's like, maybe not, maybe not, right? Maybe not. And then you don't go get it, and they make that money and they put on the next one. There's 300 items, so I hope you find stuff to buy, but I'm not impressed at all. And honestly, it's like, so trust me, I've been there, and it's the fear that I'm not going to get that new merchandise to have for my next sale. Okay, that's that's one of the things in this business is, where's the next merchandise coming from? Right? That's a big thing. I'm going to start covering that. But that's the deal with this thing here. I'm sorry guys, but I'll try and check back here in a couple weeks, see if you got other stuff posted, but at least have the decency to put on your homepage, "Hey guys, we're new. We're going to be running auctions every other month as fast as we can." But it ain't like you got antiques. It's You got some new stuff. So you did some of these bulk buyouts, and uh I don't even know if it's worth the time of day, right? So with that, you go, I'm not interested. And I ended up with these stupid business liquidation people. Uh, well, hang on here. All right. Let's see what we got here. Uh, CIA Industrial. Uh, I, I've been on their site before. It's upcoming auction. Or okay, view all of them. What you got here, folks? Oregon Tool. I would be happy I'm just not out in Oregon. That's the crappy part. Tool sup- Total Support Tooling, Florence, Alabama. Equipment from distribution centers and leasing company. All right. Sumter, South Carolina. Now I'm gonna tell you, uh, let me just show you. Okay, this is what I saw. Tenant right there. Okay. I'm not sure about Raymond, but I know Yale and Crown make forklifts. Okay, so these guys use I think it's Bid Spotter. So that's where I've seen this. Um Westfield, Indiana, Porter Systems, hydraulic presses, cutoff machines. Okay, let's see this one real quick here. Um okay, they use Bid Spotter. All right. So I'm cool with that. Um HD cable balancers. I don't, sorry, I'm not that expert. Okay, the drill presses. I've seen the drill presses. Um, here's these welders. So if you're looking for a welder, that I think this auction had a few welders in it. Air compressors, pallet jacks. Okay, yeah, this is yeah, I've seen this. I'm watching this. I'm waiting for this. This is the 21st. Uh this is a this is a big fat sweeper right on, floor scrubber. Here's another one. So they have four of these puppies there. You got all these golf carts. Um, so this was from a big warehouse. Okay. Here's a boom lift. Some things without pictures. Maybe they're still coming. Forklifts, and okay, forklift stuff. Uh, okay, nope, that was it right there, folks. Oh crap! I'm sorry, I skipped over that. I did not. It linked into another page. I apologize, folks. I I I didn't catch that. Anyway, I'm not gonna go back to it though. Um, Vision equipment here. Let's share this one up. Well, that don't make sense. Oh, okay. I got you. No, wait a minute. I'm not sharing. Well, that's weird. That is so weird. Never had this happen to me before. Um, huh. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hopefully, we're back on track here. Sorry about that. Sampler auctions. That is so weird. Hang on here. Let me. Oh, okay. I got you. All right. I got you now. Well, wait a minute. Hang on, folks. I'm trying to find out what page is sharing that I don't have. Um, Now I'm all confused. Boy, they got me on this one. I canceled the share and it's sharing. Anyway, let's see. I'm gonna see how it comes out here. So we've got huh. Okay. Auctions, sampler auctions, South Florida and beyond. Like, we gonna drowned or something? Upcoming auctions, Subway restaurants, household estate, real estate available for lease. I don't get that one, but okay. So you got a Subway closing. Yeah, there's probably, I mean, unless you're a Subway person, there's no value, and I really don't care about the estate. Um, okay, Vision Equipment. All right, I've been on this. I'm not sure if they use Bid Spotter. Upcoming. Hey, you know what, guys? Let me tell you something, right? Um, now I wish the other people would kind of have their stuff lay out something like this, because the thing right here. Now I've lost an inch. I've got 2 inches lost on my screen because of my bookmarks, and then this for the podcasting here. There's a line there that says which screen you're sharing, and so, but right here, upcoming auctions, right? And all you got to do is scroll down 2 little clicks, and here you're looking at the auctions. Okay. So, thank you guys for having this set up in a decent way. I don't know how thrilled I am, but I'm not disappointed. Okay. And there's a big difference. When customers are disappointed in you, they're gone. All right. So they may not be happy, but are they disappointed? Right. So I was disappointed with the others, but and I look at this one, I'm like, hey, this is cool because I'm looking at it. No, don't tell me about your auctioneers. Don't tell me about your weather. Tell me about your stupid auctions, right? And Vision Equipment, that's what you guys are doing. You're telling me about your auctions, and that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right, Winn Dixies. Okay, Vero Beach, Fort Myers, Giant Heirloom up in Philadelphia. Surplus here auction, Wyoming, Michigan. All right, I forget exactly where that is, but hey, you know what? I'm guessing these guys do a lot of grocery stores, right? Uh, Covington, Georgia, mixing equipment. Wow, I'm gonna have to check that one out here. Okay, let's look at this catalog here. Wait a minute, where's your start bidding? All right, I guess you always got to click bid here, whatever. Catalog coming soon. Okay, so it's too early. May 15. Dang, buddy, y'all gotta get. I hate to tell you, you got to get this one up, right? That's yeah, that's not a and they're on proxy bid. Okay, so that's I get that one. All right, so these guys are on proxy bid. That's where this one's at. So, but it's not up. You know, internet premium 20%. All right, I'm not sure. Usually it's just a bidder's premium. You know, this don't make sense anyway. So I couldn't see that. That sucks. All right, let's go back. Hang on one second. Let me uh okay. No, come on, people. This is 2 auctions. You got nothing done on. Let's see here. Well, let's go back again. Auction. Here's today's auction. 10:30. It's gonna be starting in 5 minutes. All right, we're gonna share this tab. Okay, here we go. All right, guys. So they use Bid Spotter. Um, so obviously, most of the guts of the store's been taken out. and the groceries and all of that, they've been moved somewhere else. Uh, so with that, it's an understanding of, yes, this is where they're at. Um, it may not be to your liking, but okay. Yeah, the checkouts, yeah, nobody's bidding on the checkouts. Oh yeah, somebody bid, $5. Now if you look over here, they don't show the actual username. Now some of the auctions will. It's weird how they do it, but so you can look at this and say, okay, this is the same guy bidding on the same item. So here you got this dude here with the U and the A. Um, he's bidding on it. So self checkouts, the gondola shelving. No, my God, not touching that crap. Um, yeah, so they've got almost 400 items on this auction. Um, here's a monitor. Whoop, too fast. Sorry. Display 50-inch monitors up there. That's cool. Here's some display cases. So if you're in a business, you're looking for something, this is where you're going first before you go call the rest of the supplier. Um, this is not for me. These items take up way too much space to sit on. You can't stack. Now, pallet jacks, I wouldn't mind the electric pallet jack, but this is just not my cup of tea. All right. Anyway, let's see here. Where are we at on this? Stop sharing. We're at 40 minutes here, so I'm gonna call this a day. I will be um I don't get this sharing thing. Anyway, tomorrow morning I'm gonna try and get something, and maybe Thursday. So let me get these labeled properly, and I'll see you soon. Remember, Tiger Auctions. Thank you.